when I started this research, I remember that the first place that I visited was a place really close to here that is named is Lecheria, that is in Mexico State, where I could took the first reference photos about the trains, about the details of the railroads, about the tracks, about the landscapes, and I started to take these photos in order to have a reference to do my drawings. No, but after that, I went or I attend a protest organized by an organization, a humanitarian organization named the Caravan of Mothers of Missing Immigrants. That in Spanish is Caravana de Madres de Migrantes Desaparecidos. This organization have been walking the same path of the immigrants in order to search for their relatives who disappeared on the way to the United States. And these organizations have been doing the same activity for more than 15 years now. And I attend this protest in 2016 in order to, well, first of all, listen to the protest, listen to the people who were there. Took some I could take some photos there in this during this protest, and then the research fetched me up to the Las Patronas place. Las Patronas is, or the boss ladies in English, it is another humanitarian organization that exists for more than 25 years. They are a group of women who every single day cook and make meals in order to dish out people who travel on the top of the train La Bestia, or the Beast, that is this industrial train which transports is this industrial train that transports inputs and merchandising and products. And these people, this soap kitchen, that is Las Patronas, is a soap kitchen localized in the south of Mexico, in a place, in a state named Veracruz. And this group of women makes this food voluntary. No, this is a voluntary group. They, by the way, they are poor, and this tireless activity is, I think, that is an example of empathy, an example of solidarity. No, and I get really inspired. I get inspiration by this activity to start to talk on my book about not only about the risks that the immigrants has to face, but also about the organizations or the people who are willing to support other people. You know, I wanted to talk about these voluntary activities. No, these people who works every day in order to make the immigrants' way a little bit less arduous. And well, my research was more or less. I wanted to try to get a lot of information and testimonies in order to, as I mentioned before, in order to make a little story, a character, Jose Sendero, and try to talk about all this context, about all this organization, about all the violence that the immigrants suffer during their path or during their journal, and put all this information together and tell the story about these characters.